Hi guys. Okay, this is it. I'm going to call Kevin back and see what he thought he liked best about the videos he watched. And oh my goodness, I am like so nervous right now, not because of the follow-up call, but because of the weather. I look outside my window, I can't see across the road, and my babies are on the school bus right now. Anyway, deep breath. In the middle of this call, my kids may be coming off the bus and I will be jumping for joy. So that's kind of unprofessional, but right now Kevin understands because he talked the way he did about training bus drivers. So I'm so grateful for him for sharing that with me.
Hey, Tara.
Hi, Kevin. How are you now?
Good. How you doing?
Good, thank you. So did you get a chance to watch a couple videos?
Yeah, I watched the first one you mentioned, or the first one that came up on the screen, of course.
Okay.
Then I watched the you mentioned the Are You Toxic?
Okay.
And then under the wealth creation, I sort of ran out of time there, but it was what is it, why isogenics? So.
Okay. Yeah, I know there's a lot of videos, so it's definitely, there's something for everybody, that's for sure. But sometimes you go, oh, I want to see more or less, or, you know. Now, what did you like best about any one of those videos, or even the combination of the ones you did see?
Well, you know what? It's a lot of stuff I've heard, like I said, heard before. I've been involved in Monavie.
Okay.
And so a lot of the stuff I've heard there, and let me just say, I agree. Excuse me, I agree with the whole toxic, the whole our food isn't what it used to be, and all that sort of stuff. I mean, my wife and I are both big believers in that. I mean, we try to do the best we can, in the situation that I'm in, traveling back and forth, and I live in a camp out here, so I don't even get to select my food time. Yeah, I mean, if I can't say it's nothing I haven't heard before. Isogenics is a little different, obviously, company than Monavie is. I haven't been involved in Monavie now for a couple of years, but like I say, as far as what they're saying, food and toxins and all that sort of stuff, we totally agree with it.
Yes.
So.
Okay, now did you say that you're still part of Monavie?
No.
Oh, you're not. Okay, you haven't done it for a few years. Is that what you just said?
No. Yeah, it's been at least 2 years, maybe closer to 3. So.
Okay, and can you tell me a little bit about your experience there?
Well, we got involved in Monavie. We were basically in a financial mess, I guess is the only word to use. And so we were just sort of taking a shot at anything.
Mm-hmm.
And, when I say what I'm about to say, I'm not putting any blame on anybody or anything like that. We sort of got left behind by our
Yes,
upline.
I can hear you,
And I'm not blaming them because about the same time we got involved with Monavie, I came out here.
Mm-hmm.
And the struggle with doing any of those sort of businesses out here is, the whole camp setting out here, everybody's involved in something, and just, actually in the camp, some of the camps you're not even allowed to promote any sort of business along that line. So, and so like I say, I came out here just because I had to get finances straightened out.
Yes.
And that sort of thing, and so we just sort of, like I say, we got left behind, but it was as much our fault as anybody else's, right? So.
Okay. Now, what do you feel may have helped? I mean, obviously, a few years ago, technology may not have been where it is even today. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah. No, I definitely agree. I mean, I didn't even know how to text a few years ago myself. So.
Exactly. I know, right? And even just the way that I'm doing this training call right now, it's through Google Hangout, so people are actually seeing me and they're hearing you on the phone. So it's so amazing how technology really has made this business a little more user-friendly for people. And I agree. Can I just share with you a little bit about my past with network marketing?
I'd love to, yeah.
Okay, and I'll keep it really brief, but I feel exactly the same way you felt because I was with two other companies. Now, those two companies were not life-changing companies. They were just a product base that wasn't really a product that people would use every day and then have to replace it every month, right? So I could have represented those companies without even really using those products in my house. But the only way I could make money in those two companies was to basically go out and do parties and sell my stuff for retail. I'd have inventory in some cases and have to do deliveries and returns and all that stuff. And it was burning me out. I was actually feeling like network marketing is not my thing because I don't want to have to be the person for everybody, right? To have to be doing it all. So I was starting to have my family at that time too. So when Isagenix came into my life, I was very close to the business. I just said, no, thank you. Been there, done that. It's not working for me. And I'm really not interested. I will try the products, but that's as far as it'll go. And my sponsors were great. They were very supportive and understanding, and they had never been part of a company before, so they had nothing to compare that to. But when I started the products, within 4 days of me consistently taking the products for 4 days in a row, I couldn't believe the changes in myself, first of all. And then I started thinking, wow, you know what, if I feel this good, why wouldn't I want other people to feel the same way? Even if I wasn't getting paid, would I share my favorite restaurant with someone? Yes, I would. Now, obviously, in your situation, you're tied a bit to not be able to share with everyone you're with every day. But the cool thing that I found really to help with me is that Facebook has made things so possible. I can reach people in all different areas of the world without physically being in front of them, right? And when I started really opening my mind to the business, I said, I'm going to find some leaders who I know are making things happen, because if they can do it, I can do it. And I did. I linked my arms with some really successful people that had been in it a very short time, and I thought, if they're just learning, I'm going to learn alongside them and really take this to the level that I think I can go. And truly, the rest is history. I mean, for 4.5 years now, I've built this enterprise in the pockets of my time with crazy family life. I've got 3 young kids, 6 and under, and my husband's a shift worker. He's a police officer, and he loves what he does. So for him, he thought, well, why would you ever do network marketing? You're a teacher. That's where you belong, kind of thing, right? Because I would have had good benefits if I had a job, which I did not.
Yeah.
And, that's when I started realizing what I was really doing for people was just helping them regain their health. And for those that wanted to take it a step further and do the business, I knew that I could support them through that as well. Collectively with an amazing team that we have in all regions. Like we're now a global team, which is really exciting, that I can, help train and support people even if they don't live in my own backyard. So, now I don't know where you're at with things, obviously with your background in network marketing before and where you're at with your career and not being home. I mean, that must be the hardest thing for you and your wife.
Yeah, it's tough, and it's sort of and it's just her and I, like we don't have any children.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's, like I say, when I come out here, it was, financial, we were on the verge of bankruptcy type stuff, and now it's, financially we're doing good, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty, in May we'll be debt free.
Nice.
Except our mortgage, but I mean, all lines of credits and everything like that will be paid off in May. And, we have some stuff we'd like to do. My problem is, like, I love my job.
Yes.
I love training people. I love working with people, but my job is 2,000 miles from my home.
Right.
And so the reality is I love my job, but I love my home too. So ideally, I mean, I guess what I'm looking for is something that would eventually take me home. We have, like I said, I'm an ordained minister. We have stuff that we're doing in Dominican with some missionaries down there. We go down there now once a year. We do some stuff with some kids in schools and that down there. And, what impressed me, I forget what video I just seen it on, was Haiti. Giving meals to Haiti. I think it was the movies I just seen here anyhow.
Yes, yep.
And, my next step is to work with this guy and go into Haiti, so that sort of got my attention
Mm.
as well. So, but, and like I said, I'm just being honest, I don't know how, and I'm not up to date on, like I say, I'm a lot further ahead technology than I was 4 years ago, but I haven't used Google Hangouts, I haven't done any of that stuff, and I'm just not sure as far as a marketing business, where I am as far as being able to do that. Because I'm the type of person, if I take something on, I've got to be able to do it.
Oh, for sure.
I'm not going to sit back and say, okay, well, I got to make sure I can give it the best I can give it if I'm going to do it type thing, and that's only fair to me and fair to you as well. So.
And I respect that. I think that's so key, and I felt the same way at the beginning. I was like, I'm sorry. I said to my sponsors, I know you guys want me to do this business, but I really don't want to put myself in that place right now. I need to try these products and see if they work for me first. And that's really where I did get started. So I really love when people are honest about that, because we don't know what's possible until we try something, and there's never pressure. That's what I love about this business. The other companies I was in, there were quotas. I had to sell so much every month, or I'd start to feel like, uh-oh, I'm going to get kicked out. And the cool thing about this one is there's none of that pressure. I mean, we've got great incentives for people that do want to build it fast, but it's certainly not, sorry, I've got another line here because of my kids being, I think I saw the bus. I'm so excited. So I'll have to call whoever that is back after, but so yeah, I mean, I completely respect what you're saying, and I think that's very, when people are honest about it and not saying, oh yeah, I'm all in and want to do this right away, I actually feel like you're more of the average person to say, you know what, this sounds interesting, but I'm not sure. And that's awesome. Would you like me to send any more information to you just to take another little look at, like, whether it's product-based, because we have great products that you might find really something that you would be able to take with you to the camps, or if you want more information about even the business model itself and what we do here differently from other companies.
You know what, I am interested in the product and, well, be honest, the business model as well. Now, my situation I have, I'm not even sure what they call it. I have a bunch of allergies that I just found out about a few months ago.
Okay.
And when I call them allergies, it's not like it's like I have trouble digesting some things, like, for example, chicken, different proteins, different things like that. So when I'm looking at protein shakes,
yes,
all that stuff comes to my mind as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to take a protein shake, I'm not sure what I'm still in the process of figuring everything, what my body can break down.
For sure.
And not break down, because I do have a weight issue.
Okay.
I'm over 300 pounds and been trying to lose weight, go to the gym, and that sort of stuff. Just nothing's happening. And part of that I'm finding out is because of these allergies.
Okay.
My food not being absorbed, whatever, if that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely. And I've heard that's common for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Even just certain nutrition, right? We've had people where they say they're low on iron and nothing's working for them, and it's amazing how our bodies will not absorb the nutrition that we need to because of certain things going on, right?
Yeah.
So, well, I'd love to share. I actually have access to a allergy chart as well, which will give you every single product in our line and all the the different allergens that are in each product. If there's any that you specifically need to stay away from, that's a good list to have.
Mm-hmm.
And then second, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say there's also a money-back guarantee on anything you try for the first time. So even in your first 30 days, if things are not agreeing with you, or you realize, wow, that's not something that I should have, now that I've got it in my system, it's really definitely not something I should have. We always have the guarantee behind us to get that replaced or returned with your money back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another peace of mind to have too.
Okay. Now, with your shake, what is the what's the word I'm looking for? Base of it, because I know like some of the stuff I read is like a lot of it winds up being soy, and a lot of it, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes. No, that's a great question.
Yeah.
One nice thing is we have a few different protein shakes on the market now, because we're really trying to reach people that have intolerances and things like that. So our main line is actually whey-based. And a lot of whey in North America is not the same quality that we would be getting, that we really should get. We're paying for proteins and possibly the same price as what Isagenix sells ours for, but ours come from New Zealand whey. So we call them happy cows, but there's no hormones, no antibiotics, and it's not processed to a point where all the enzymes are killed. So this actually becomes a live food. You have to eat it right away in order to get the nutrition that your body deserves. Much more bioavailability, so you're actually, absorbing a lot more of the actual protein. So I can give you some other information about that, because I'm certainly not a nutritionist, but I have great tools that I can send you about how our proteins differ from other proteins. We do have a non-dairy protein as well, because some people are intolerant to whey. We do find that even people that are intolerant to whey, they find that our whey is very good quality in that they're actually able to absorb that protein. So there's, a bit of it's almost, you have to almost try it to know for sure if it is going to work for you or not. The second source of protein we have is a dairy-free line, which I said, which actually does not have any soy, which I'm so grateful for, because it's so nasty for us to have that, right? But it is a combination of hemp, pea, and chia for the protein source. And I have actually a doctor on our team who coaches us in what he has found in all of his research with protein in the past. He's actually got a chart of every single protein source you can imagine and the comparisons, and he said there's so much protein out there that has sucralose in it as the artificial sweetener, which he said is so bad for us. He doesn't actually take that very seriously when a company has sucralose in their products. So anything you'd find in our products are all natural. There is nothing artificial at all. And again, we're trying to, combat the toxic lifestyle that we all have, so nothing toxic will be in these products.
Okay.
So I'll send you a link to our products list, which will also have, and actually if you're in front of your computer right now, I can even send you there right now, but I will send you a link as well. But it's just ISA, so ISA, product.com. So just ISA product with no S on the end, .com. And in there, I'm actually just going to share my screen here for a second with my viewers. And go to the same place you are so that I can just show you where the allergy chart is and everything too. Oh, and you know what? I think with my connection, oh no, I might be losing this whole connection right now, and that means my, maybe not. Let me see. I'm living in the country now, so sometimes my power or my internet kind of goes on me here. And I wanted to just mention, because you had said something about Google Hangout. I actually just started using Google Hangout a few weeks ago, and I am somebody that I do love technology. But when I started it the first time, it was really easy. The second time I tried, I had no idea what I was doing. And now I've actually created a 10-minute video to show people how easy it is to start if anyone wants to. But what I like it for is the fact not to tell you have to do it or anyone else in the business that they have to do it. I just love that it's so easy for me to create some tools that people can go to our team website and see how easy it is to do a call like this with you, or a three-way call or something, right? All right, so in the product section, are you in that website, isaproduct.com?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to see along the top, there's, culture, product, people, and so on. In the product section is where you're going to look. So product overview, you're actually going to see ingredients. Do you see the first tab says product overview?
Yeah.
And over to the right, you'll see all the way over allergen and suggested age group table. So that's where you'll see every single product in our line with our allergy chart. So that's one area. And then, of course, if you go back to ISA product, I think for me anyway, it opened a new page for the allergy chart.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
So if you just go back to the ISA product page, Let's just say, for example, one of the most common things people start with, whether they have weight to lose or not, is called our 30-day cleansing and fat burning system. So it is found under Weight Loss Solutions. But again, even athletes, I start people on this product or this package often because I find it just such a good overall package. Now, my very favorite pack, if somebody likes to have a couple extra snacks and things, would actually be a different pack that I'll show you. But let's just say, for example, the 30-day cleansing system. You would click on that. It would take you to a page that shows you the product list, the videos, the audio, and any marketing materials, just to show people what it is that people get out of the 30-day system. So it kind of shows you, and this is all, it shows the whey shakes there, but we can customize this pack for your flavor preference as well as what type of protein shake that you want. You can have basically a variety of anything that you choose. I'd like to just put you in touch with my favorite pack, which is under the business value packs section.
Okay.
The reason I like these packs, and I'm just going to be completely honest, is because it sets people up for ultimate success. The 30-day is great, but it just gives you the 30-day. And what a 30-day system really consists of is about having 2 meals replacing your current meals a day. So Isagenix products and food will replace 2 of your meals in the day. So it could be your breakfast and lunch or your breakfast and dinner or whatever meals you choose. Where these packages that are business value packs, number one, for someone who does decide they want to actually possibly do a business, and you may not even think you want to do a business until maybe your 4th month, this pack becomes a write-off. So these are great packs in here. I look at the Pacesetter pack. Do you see that one there? And also the Weight Loss President's Pack or any of the President's Packs. There's Performance President's Pack, Healthy Aging President's Pack. And those ones are all similar, but they have something specific for people's goals. And I know that you had mentioned that you're looking at, you have some weight to lose. So in your case, it might be that you go for the Weight Loss President's Pack or the Weight Loss Pacesetter Pack. Now, that gives you just a lot of extra healthy, I call them junk food because it feels like you're eating junk food even though it's very healthy, but it gives you snack options in those packs. So the 30-day itself doesn't give you snack options. It just gives you ideas in the chart to say, okay, have your veggies and your fruit ready. But for me, I'm not a big veggie and fruit person. I have to admit that. So to have extra snacks on hand were really helpful when I did do a 30-day system.
Okay.
So these are some areas that you might want to definitely take a look at just to see product options. And if you have any questions as you're going through some of this stuff, I'm always available. Just send me a text, or well, you don't have my text number, but a text or an email or a Facebook message. I can give you all my contact information in an email. And I don't want to ask for your email on the phone right now, just so that it's not public knowledge for everybody. But if you wouldn't mind just sending me your email on Facebook in a private message, and then I can send you some more info about the comp plan and stuff as well.
Okay, no, that sounds good.
All right. I never want to overcomplicate or make it feel like overwhelming because there's so much information, and I certainly only want to give you the information that you're looking for, and then we can always continue to increase that knowledge if you want it to.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I mean, I'm at the point I am looking for something, and, I'm getting a lot more speaking engagements and stuff like that, so I'd like to have something, sort of to supplement on a side note, if that makes sense. So.
Absolutely, and you know what? This is such a cool opportunity for anyone because it's not, you don't have to go all in if you don't want to. You can test drive the products first and then make a decision. And, where some people do jump both feet in at once and say, I'm going for it, right? So the cool thing is I'm here to support you, and I understand your schedule is very busy, and that's the neat thing about a team is that you're never alone. When you can't be there to train your people or help your people, we're here for you.
Yeah.
So that's the really cool thing. Can I ask really briefly, what does your wife do? Because she's all alone so much time.
She's a teacher's assistant, supply teacher's assistant.
Okay.
And so actually that sort of led me to my next question. All these websites you have shown me on this video or training, whatever, is it okay if I let her have a look at this stuff too, like
Absolutely. You definitely can share that with her. And if she even wants some time to get on a phone call with me, I mean, I know you're not at home right now, but we could even do a three-way call anytime if she just wants to ask some specific questions to me instead of asking you and then you having to ask me. Because some questions do tend to come up around this, right? So yes, by all means, I'd love to have her on the phone if that works as well.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be a good idea, and I'm going to actually be talking to her later this evening.
Great.
So I'm going to send her a lot of these links and that as well, and so she can have a look at them. So.
Wonderful. And if there's anything, I mean, I'd love to just see, is there a time, do you even know if there's a time in the next few days that you'll have time to reconnect again?
Like as you're aware, I just got back yesterday, so
Yes.
It is a little flowing right now.
Yes.
I had to work very hard to keep this hour open, so.
Well, I appreciate it so much.
But and then I got to figure out time difference because for her there's she's in Atlantic time zone, you're in Eastern, and I'm in Mountain, so.
Well, and you know what? If it means that her and I connect without you, that's fine too. I could even record a call just for you and her to hear, and not make it public if you want. That's totally fine too. So.
Yeah, I think that might work. Like I know she would have some questions and that as well, and her schedule's a little bit more open than mine would be. But let me touch base with her this evening.
Okay.
And then I'll definitely get back to you. The next couple. Probably within 24 hours, just as far as her interest in that. And I hate to cut this short, but I've already got calls and people knocking at my door.
Yes, and thank you so much, Kevin. I really appreciate your time today.
Yeah, no problem.
Right.
I've sent you my email, so anything, actually, be honest with you, anything you can think of that might help me, business and, I'm going to look at these websites a little bit later on this afternoon, a little bit more in depth. Flood me with information. And then if I have questions, I'll contact you.
Okay, thank you so much, Kevin. You have a great afternoon and evening.
Okay.
Okay.
Good talking to you, Tara.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, guys, so I am going to be sending him an email to follow up on that conversation. And you know what? That's just an example of a really amazing opportunity to give somebody some solutions for a few areas of life, right? He was very transparent in sharing some things, very personal things, and as far as this training goes, I certainly appreciate that everybody watching this for training purposes will keep any of his information to yourself. Obviously, you don't know really who he is, but if he ever joins our team, which I believe that eventually one day he may, I just want his personal information to stay personal and not to share it around. That's the beauty of what we do, is that we're helping people find solutions to live a better, more well-rounded, and more free life, free from physical and financial pain. And you know what? He touched on a few of those things. So I definitely know that this would be a great thing for him and his wife, and I really look forward to connecting with them again and answering any questions that they do have. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you watching these videos, and I hope that they help you with your connections with other people. Take care and have a great and safe day. It is still whiteouts. I am just so blessed my family's all home. So thanks, guys, for sending all your prayers and good thoughts.